Hi everyone. So today I just wanted to do a sit down video. As you can probably hear it in my voice, and I actually said this in my last video. I am super sick right now, which is why I look like this, but I still wanted to film, and I just wanted to do something just to kind of get out of bed and make myself feel better. I've been laying in bed for the past 2 days now because I feel like if I get out of bed, I just want to go lay down because I don't feel good, but if I'm laying down, I get restless, and I'm just, yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing with myself right now. I hate being sick. I'm not the kind of person who likes being sick. I know there's a lot of people out there who they like being sick because they feel like they get like a day off and they get to relax, and that's not me. As much as I love laying down and relaxing and watching YouTube and just doing nothing, nothing is worse than being sick, in my opinion. With that being said, probably not going anywhere today, so my face is also like really red and irritated. I think it's just because I've been like sleeping and mixture of me not feeling good. My eyes are super puffy. I have the hiccups too. I'm just all over the place, but yeah, a million things are going wrong, so I just might do some light makeup maybe, but I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about some things that have been on my mind. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be saying. I'm just going to kind of let the words flow, and I'm not going to talk too much about the makeup. I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of something, probably make my hair look a little bit better. I haven't done anything to it in 2 days. It's been in this ponytail for 2 days. And yeah, I guess that's it. Side note, this is the Sephora brand lip balm, and it's actually really good. I've been having this for a while. I just completely forgot about it, and I forgot how good it is, but I really like it. Anyways, I've been seeing a lot of stuff just, I don't know, I feel like everyone, and this doesn't just go for people on YouTube, it kind of goes for everyone in my life, I feel like right now, but specifically on YouTube, I've seen this going around a lot. Everyone's just kind of like in this funk. I feel like the bigger YouTubers, and I don't mean this to be like disrespectful to anyone because there's a lot of big YouTubers who I enjoy and who I really watch, and watch religiously for that matter, and I would love for them to make more content. But I feel like lately everyone's just been kind of in a funk, and I feel like people are putting like filler videos out there almost. Like I feel like the creators who I enjoy watching, they're not giving it their 100%, and like they can post these videos and edit them and like do their thing, but I feel like because like there's certain people who I've just been watching for so long that I know that that's not how they act, and I know I don't know these people, but like, you know, you feel like you get to know people over the internet, especially when you're watching someone, you know, almost every day. Like I go through phases whenever I find like a new YouTuber who I really enjoy, and I'm gonna give some shout outs to some people who I've been watching recently, but whenever I find like a new YouTuber who I'm really enjoying, I go crazy and I just like binge watch all of their videos. Like I wanna see the old videos, I wanna see the most popular videos, like I wanna know why people like this person, like why am I finding this person intriguing. And also I feel like a lot of the times I put myself down because I feel like I see people who have been in the game for a year, just per se, and they already have like thousands of subscribers and stuff like that, and I feel like I've been in this for some time and I am seeing growth in my channel, but I feel like I'm not seeing the kind of growth that I want to be seeing, and I know that a lot of that has to do with the way that I've acted in my videos, because I look back on my channel and I see my older videos, and like just I always know what's going on behind the scenes when I'm recording my videos, like what I went through that day, what I'm going through during that time period. You guys don't know that, and I see that when I was in my happier times in my life, or when I was just having a good day, those videos genuinely tend to get more views. And it's so crazy how your mood really translates on camera, even when you're doing the same thing that you would be doing if you were in a good mood or a bad mood. Like say you have a palette review planned for a video, just say, okay? if you're in a good mood that day, chances are your video is going to come out way better. Like, even if you do the same exact thing, because your mood is going to translate onto the camera. And I feel like a lot of people don't get that, and you can't hide something like that. Like, just like I was saying with the other bigger YouTubers, I feel like they're making these videos, but I'm not like connecting with them as much. So with all of this being said, because I kind of just talked in circles and didn't really have a point to anything that I was saying, the point that what I'm trying to get at is, I feel like people should give smaller people a chance. And I think a lot of the times it has to do with quality of the video. And as wrong as that is to say, considering I don't have like a nice camera. Like, I recently just got this lighting after a year and a half of doing this, before I used to use a lamp for my lighting, you know what I mean? And I feel like that has a lot to do with it, because when you're looking for a video, like, it's kind of distracting to watch someone with like, not as good quality and like stuff like that. So it's kind of almost harder to find people. And I know this isn't the case for everyone, but this is just my personal opinions on this, and just people who like I've talked to, and they kind of feel the same way as me. And I don't really know how to say these things without sounding like I'm being mean or something, but I'm really not, because I'm in that same situation. I am a very small creator, so I know how it feels to have to compete with all these people. Like, let's just say, for instance, James Charles, okay? I like James Charles, I like his videos, good guy. But at the same time, it's like James has an editor, he has a production like thing, he has a studio, like all of these things, and it's so much marketing and branding, and he's everywhere. And like, I just feel like it's so hard for anyone to grow these days, because regardless of the talent you have, there's this girl who I follow, who I'm subscribed to, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'll put her name in the description or something, or I'll talk about it later. I don't know, I can't remember. But point of what I'm saying is, she literally has less than 1,000 followers, and she does her makeup so well, in such like a nice way, and her videos are quick, and I really just enjoy her videos. I like how they're edited and everything, and even though she doesn't have the best quality, I still find that connection with her. And I just feel like it's just so hard for people to to find her, or like would even want to click on hers. If you see this like HD video with like James Charles like doing his makeup on a helicopter or whatever, you know what I mean? And like just a girl in her bedroom, it's not, and I'm trying to say all of these things without sounding judgmental and without sounding mean, but it just honestly is the truth. With the way that things are in the YouTube world, it is so hard for people to grow, and it's honestly really discouraging. Like I feel like I've been going to school for the last 14 months, and I finally graduated a few days ago, so congratulations to me. But I finally have graduated, so I have a little bit more free times, but I still have 2 other jobs. So aside from YouTube, I have full-time school and 2 jobs, you know what I mean? And I put so much time and effort into making my videos, and I feel like it's not easy, it's not that simple. And I'm not saying that bigger YouTubers have an easy life by any means, because I get it, like I know a lot goes into what they do, but at the same time, it's like there's people out there who are really like genuinely doing this like for the passion of like the love of makeup, and like making these videos because they genuinely enjoy doing it. I don't make money off my videos, obviously. A lot of other smaller creators do not make money off their videos. With that being said, obviously I am in this not for the money, because if I was in this for the money, I would have either given up a long time ago or tried to do some kind of crazy thing to like step up my channel. I like making videos at my own pace, and I like the idea of how YouTube used to be. I like the idea of people just genuinely wanting to make videos and creating, and just whenever they feel like posting a video, just posting a video. Like there's no like crazy pressure and schedule and like money, and as great as I think it is that people are able to make money off of YouTube, like there's this part of me that's also like, I wish money and YouTube was never associated with each other, because I genuinely feel like it changes people and it changes the quality of people's content. Like with that much pressure on you, like can you imagine like how much pressure like some of these larger YouTubers have on them? They feel like, and I don't know them, so I can't speak for them, but you know, I can only imagine what they feel like to be under this much pressure and to feel like you have to post certain types of videos. And I just feel like the point of what I'm trying to say is that I feel like things can get a little bit ungenuine because of the fact that they have to, you know, be under all of this spotlight, and they have to worry about, is my video gonna be, you know, this, and this, because I have to make money off this video, and is it gonna get demonetized, and is it gonna be copyrighted? And like just all of these things, I feel like it just puts so much pressure on people. I feel like people are so ready to attack one another. And I feel like the YouTube that I fell in love with wasn't like this. The YouTube that I fell in love with was people genuinely posting videos and doing reviews and talking about makeup, and there was no drama, there was no scandals. And like, as much as, you know, I like that stuff as much as the next person does. You know, I can admit that, you know, whenever the drama channels, you know, post videos like with the whole Laura Lee thing, like, yeah, like I was watching all of that stuff. And I know I've talked about Kathleen Lights a million gazillion times on my channel, but she is, someone's at my house. I know that I have talked about her a million times on my channel, but she is the actual reason why I wanted to even start YouTube in the first place. And it was because of her like genuine reviews and videos. And I don't say that in a way to put down other creators. It's just, she just so happened to be the first one that I found with genuine reviews. The first YouTuber, well, makeup wise, that I ever really started like watching regularly, her name was Heart Defensor, and I think I'm still subscribed to her, but she only posts about like once a month now. Like she doesn't really post, so I don't really keep up with her because yeah, she doesn't post anymore. But her name is Heart Defensor, and she did like beauty videos and not necessarily so much like makeup tutorials. She did like weird makeup product reviews and just like, I don't know, just stupid things like that. And it kind of like introduced me to the world. And then shortly after, I found Kathleen Lights, and I was not watching anyone else besides Kathleen for a long time. And then I decided that I was going to branch out, and I ended up finding Daisy Marquez, and I started watching her. And then it kind of grew from there, of me watching all these people. And I feel like because I've been watching them for so long, like I've only been watching Daisy for probably about a year or two now, but Kathleen, because I found Daisy when she first started her channel, which was like roughly a year or two ago, I don't remember, but Kathleen has been posting videos for a long time, so I've been watching her for a long time, and I've seen like a personality switch in her, and I've seen that she's like, she feels like she's walking on eggshells with everything that she says, and I don't like that YouTube has become a place like that. And she's not one of the ones, luckily, that has become sucked in by all the money and everything. But you could just say Laura Lee, for example. Laura Lee, I have been watching Laura Lee for a long time now. She's one of, I don't watch many of the big YouTubers. Like, I think I'm subscribed to Nikki Tutorials, but I don't really watch her that much. I'll watch like a video or two from her, but not often do I watch her. I'm like looking for things while I'm talking, sorry. But yeah, and I just feel like I've seen such a difference in her from when she first started her channel and when she was genuinely like making videos because she wanted to, and then now versus when she's making so much money off these videos, so she feels like she has to act a certain way or she's not going to be able to make that money. And it's a hard thing for regular people to understand, because all they see it as is, these YouTubers are like making all of this money. All we see it as is these YouTubers are making like all of this money and doing all of this stuff, and but what we fail to realize is they gave up their other jobs to do this. I think Laura Lee, if I'm not mistaken, she was something like a nursing assistant, or she worked in some kind of office like that. But she really gave up her daytime job to do this, and you have to take that into consideration too, because a lot of people will say that, oh, these YouTubers are money hungry anytime they do sponsorships and stuff like that. But when you really think about it, like, that's their livelihood, that's their job. In the end, they are salespeople to some extent, and they are like marketing people for brands to some extent. And I just feel like people forget that. Like, you can't get mad at a YouTuber for doing a sponsorship when that's how they keep their lights on. That's how they make their money. And that's just something that we have to remember as viewers and as consumers. Like Jaclyn Hill, for instance. Like, I feel like she has all these scandals happening with like Morphe and just like codes, and people saying that she's not genuine and she's just trying to make money. And it's like, she was always trying to say that like this is her job and the reason, you know, that's how she keeps her lights on and things like that. But at the same time, it's like there's a way to go about it without being flashy. Like, I feel like if you have nice things and you want to flaunt it, go for it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think that there's a proper way to do it. And I think that there's a proper way to do it without seeming like you're throwing it in people's faces, because, you know, us as consumers, I understand why people get mad sometimes, because it's like, we're the reason why you have all these things, and we're the reasons why you're able to be flashy and have all these nice things. And they act like, and I'm not just saying this about Jaclyn, so nobody come for me, I'm just saying in general, I feel like, and this isn't even just with YouTubers, this is kind of with celebrities too. I feel like they kind of act like they're almost better than everyone else because they have nice things. And I feel like when you get to that level of gluttony and that level of just emotion, that's not a good place to be in. Which brings me back to my point of, if YouTube never started having a revenue situation, and if people never started making money off of this kind of stuff, I feel like the content would be completely different. And I feel like there'd be a lot more genuine reviews, and there'd be a lot more positivity going around, because I feel like YouTube has just become like a very negative, crazy place lately. Which brings me back to my final point of, I think that we should start giving smaller YouTubers some shout outs and some opportunities to get their face out there and to really, you know, show what they have. People are always complaining about these big YouTubers and these makeup artists and whatever, but nobody's doing anything about it. Everyone is still enabling them. All these people complain about these YouTubers having this big platform and not giving smaller YouTubers a chance, but it's like, the people who are complaining are the reason why these smaller YouTubers don't have a chance. When you go to YouTube, you see all these creators with millions of views on their videos, and all of the smaller channels have, you know, not as many. And it's like, if you really want to give smaller YouTubers a chance, then why don't you start watching them? Why don't you start supporting them? Which brings me back to my beginning statement of, I think it's a quality thing, which sucks because, you know, not everyone at the start of their career is able to, you know, have all these nice things like the larger YouTubers have. This video is going nowhere. I know this video kind of makes no sense and kind of went nowhere. Like, there was no point that I was getting back at, but everything I said is valid, and I believe in everything that I said, so just know that. There's no way that there's ever gonna be a change in the community if the same people keep doing the same things. Have you ever heard the saying, you can't get different results doing the same thing? I feel like this is one of those situations. We are never going to get a different community, and we're never going to get anywhere if nobody makes a change, or if nobody changes the way that we're doing things. And I don't say that to be like, I want the bigger YouTubers to fail and I want these new people to rise up. I just feel like there's room for everybody. And I feel like a lot of the times, smaller people, they just get lost in the noise. If you're genuinely here on YouTube, you know, looking for genuine reviews, and you're looking for like someone with that love of makeup who is going to give you their honest thoughts and like genuinely has nothing to lose, like I said, it's so much pressure to be under. Like I'm putting myself in that situation. If I had brands sending me makeup and stuff, and of course I'll always be honest with you guys, but it would be hard for me to give my honest opinions, because I look at it like, these people are sending me this makeup and these people are paying me thousands of dollars, and it's like, if I don't like the product, I don't know, I personally would feel guilty, which is why I am thankful that I am starting out my channel at a place where I don't have to be under that pressure. I have this time to really get to know my audience and really get to know myself and get to know what kind of videos I really want to be making. Because sometimes I find myself like looking at my channel and being like, is this really what I want to be doing? Like, is there something better? I feel like there's always someone better. And I think that if you have that mindset, you're never going to be in a happy place in your life, because it's true. Someone is always going to be better and someone's always going to be bigger, but you can't let that stop you, and you can't remind yourself of those things, because it's just going to make you unhappy and it's just going to make you unmotivated, really. I was just feeling super down and super insecure and super not confident in myself and in my ability to perform the way that I needed to in order to make myself happy and make my audience happy. And I just felt like maybe this wasn't for me. Like, as much as I want this to happen, maybe it just wasn't my time. But I realized that if I keep telling myself that, then I'm really never gonna have a time, and I'm really never gonna, you know, have that opportunity. And I feel like part of the reason is just like me seeing all these people with like these amazing eye looks and just like with these amazing eyelids, really. Some girls have some long, large eyelids, and I live for them and will forever wish that I had them, but different story. I just feel like it made me feel almost really unmotivated to do anything, because I felt like I just wasn't good enough. But part of me just had to tell myself, like, look, you can't feel that way forever, because you can't just sit around doing nothing with your life and then in 20 years be like, damn, I wish I really would have went through with my YouTube stuff. You know what I mean? I would never be happy with myself. I'd always be thinking about it. So I decided that I needed to get my butt up and film some videos, and here I am now. I have 200 subscribers, which, you know, compared to others is not a lot, but when I think about it myself, that is a huge accomplishment. And I don't think I've ever really talked to myself about it until right now. You know, for 200 people to click my channel, and whether it was from me subscribing to them or whether it was from whatever the reason was that they subscribed to me, is what I'm getting at, is not really important. What is important is that that many people felt a connection with me to want to click subscribe to my channel and to want to have me on their feed and to want to watch my videos. I mean, even if I get 5 views on a video, it's like, wow, those 5 people actually cared what I had to say. And every time I get comments, it's like, wow, these people are actually engaging with me. But it's like, wow, these people actually care what I have to say. And it's just such a strange feeling for me. And I know that all of the YouTubers who are big now had to have had that moment at some point in time where they were starting to grow and just kind of were like, whoa, like this is really happening. And it's honestly, I love the feeling of it. Every time I see that I have a new subscriber, every time that I see I have a comment, a like, whatever it may be, it really just almost motivates me to want to make more videos and want to do more things, because it's like these people actually care. I think it's mainly because I just have so many insecurities and so many like issues rooted deep down that whenever I see people engaging with my channel, it almost makes me feel like it's fake and it's not real. And like I said, you know, people subscribe to people for different reasons, and people follow people for different reasons, and regardless of what the reason is, they still subscribed. It makes me feel really good about myself. I feel 100% that since I have started my channel, I have seen such a difference in my confidence and just the way that I act and just the way that I am with my makeup. It really does boost your confidence, and I definitely think that anyone who wants to join YouTube and isn't doing it because they're scared of being rejected, or they're scared of what people think, or they're scared that they're not good enough, I say that you should definitely do it anyway, even if no one subscribes to you. It doesn't matter if you're doing it for the right reasons. I feel like I'm thankful for my 200 subscribers, but even if I didn't have these 200 subscribers, I would still be doing this because that is, you know, that's what I want to do, and I love doing it. I typically don't get that many views on my videos, but like, that's okay. Sometimes, you know, I'll be honest, it is a little bit discouraging when you feel like you put all this effort into something and people don't react to it the way that you expected them to, but it's just something that you have to live with. You have to learn how to handle rejection in a proper way. And when I say that, I mean that everyone in life is not always going to like you, and everyone in life is not always going to connect with you and react the way that you per se want them to, and you just have to tell yourself that that's okay. And just because people don't like you doesn't mean that you should change the way you are, and it doesn't mean that you should stop acting a certain way, because, you know, like I said, just because one person doesn't like the way you do something, there could be 10 other people who do like the way that you do something, you know? And I think that's the case with everything in life, not just with YouTube and not just with makeup, just with everything that you do. Say you wear an outfit and you feel like, do I really want to go in public like this? Like, first of all, wear what you want and do what you want and wear whatever makes you happy. But you could be scared of, you know, one person not liking it, but on that same token, there could be 10 people who do like it. I don't know. To be honest, I'm kind of just rambling and venting and saying random thoughts that I have, but this is making me feel so much better just to get all of this off my chest. So even if no one is watching, that's okay, because I feel better about myself. You know, this is just something that I feel like I should work on in my own life. Everyone should work on. It's just their insecurity issues and being secure, because I feel like every person is insecure to some extent, and I feel like us as people should start working together to boost each other up and to make each other feel good about themselves, because I just don't see the point in being negative all the time and being hateful and canceling everyone and just shitting on everyone. I don't see the point in it. I don't think it gets us anywhere. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's necessary. I do feel like there's a negative presence in the YouTube world right now, and I think a lot of it has to do with money, and it has to do with, sorry, this is like so close to my face, this is the only way I can see. And I think that it has a lot to do with this canceling culture. Anytime anyone does anything, they're canceled. And like the fact that like drama and tea and scandals are like trending right now, and it's almost like you're cool if you have a scandal, and like I don't know, I feel like this negative cloud over the YouTube community right now. And I feel like when I first started watching YouTube, it was like almost an escape for me. Like it feels like another world, and it's just like filled with all these incredible people who love to talk about the things that I love to talk about, and they enjoy the things that I enjoy, and there's just so much information to be learned, and so many different talented people, and so many people who aren't talented. And ooh, that's another point I wanted to make. I feel like these days, and this doesn't just go for YouTube, I feel like this goes for the world as a whole, really. I feel like you don't have to be talented anymore to be famous. I feel like you just have to have really good marketing, and I just flung mascara all over my face. I'm gonna let it dry and get it off later. I feel like all you need to be famous these days is just like really good marketing and really good branding, which sucks. When I just feel like there's so many people in the YouTube community who are just being overshadowed by all of these bigger people who are in it for the wrong reasons. And I'm not saying this about everyone, but I do feel like there's a lot of people who are the bigger YouTubers and are popular who you can feel it. You can feel it in the way they talk, and you can feel it in the way that they present themselves and the way that they do things, that they're not in it for the right reasons and they're in it for the money. And by no means do I think that I am one of the most talented people on YouTube. I am so far from it, like so incredibly far from it. But I do feel like I'm in this for the right reasons, and I'm not ever gonna sit here and say I deserve more recognition, because I don't feel that way. And like I said, I'd be doing this even if I had 0 subscribers. I did this when I had 0 subscribers. I am at a disadvantage, but I have put myself in this situation where I feel like I could have way more subscribers, but I do not have my channel exposed to people I know in real life, because not that I'm embarrassed, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I have so many insecurities, and I think they get in the way of my life a lot. I feel like I can't express myself in the way that I want to, because I'm so concerned about what other people think of me. And you know, I've never been a skinny girl ever, and I feel like if people in the real world that I know in real life were to see me doing this, and when I was in high school, I never ever wore makeup. Like maybe on my senior year I might have wore lipstick to like my prom or something, I don't even remember. But I never was into it, and I'm just so afraid that people are gonna be like, oh, like that fat girl is doing makeup, you know. And I don't even want to put myself through that, so I don't have my channel exposed to people I know. I have 2 close friends of mine that know about my channel, and that's really about it, and my boyfriend, of course, but that's really it. Like, I just don't like people knowing about my channel, so I feel, and it really is because of my insecurity issues. So the point that I'm getting back at is I'm not follower hungry, and I'm not subscriber hungry, because if I was, I would be promoting myself everywhere. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, to be honest. I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Filming this video actually did make me feel a little bit better, which is good. Still super sick, but mentally I feel better. I feel like I have this weird habit of just making videos that have no context and are just me saying a bunch of random things. Regardless of that, if one person enjoyed my video, then that is all that makes me happy, because that's what I'm here for. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure this is going to be filled with a lot of weird things. I hope you enjoyed them all, and I hope to see all of you guys in my next video.